We spent the summer of 2018 in Portugal. Here are some highlights of that time. Let's start with our stay in Lisbon. Praça do Comércio is a scenic square overlooking the Tagus River. It is a good place for the visitors to start their tour of the city. In the Alfama neighborhood, there is the 16th century Casa dos Bicos, Portuguese for House of the Spikes. These old Portuguese azulejos tiles are set on a building that used to be a blacksmith shop. The scene depicted the activities and to advertise the business. Trams are a great way to get around the city, from down to the river and up to the castle. In any corner of the city, dining al fresco is the norm. In the early evening, admiring the view of the Tagus River from the Largo das Portas do Sol lookout point before hopping on the tram to take us back down. At Belém, for a tour of the Jerónimos Monastery, one needs to be up and early, really early, to visit the monastery to get ahead of the bus and cruise tours. Inside, the cloister and the cathedral are massive. It was classified a UNESCO World Heritage Site along with the nearby Tower of Belém in 1983. From Belém, we hopped on the train for Cascais. It was a lovely stroll along the town and seawall. It's not all sunshine and hot weather in Portugal. One afternoon, in the central Atlantic coastal area of the Praia de Pedra do Ouro, the fog rolled in and obscured the sun. It was a sight to behold from the edge of the cliff. The fog hanged over the waters of the Atlantic Ocean from miles out to sea. But listen to that sound of the surf rolling into the beach. There is a soothing, mesmerizing quality to it. We are driving through the village of Dornes, located in central Portugal. As we approach the village, we see that it isn't overrun by tourists during the summer season. The narrow medieval streets were mostly clear of cars, and not one tourism coach bus can be seen. Amidst the backdrop of the mountains surrounding the village, what distinguishes Dornes is that it is situated on a peninsula located next to the Zêzere River. About 1 hour north of Lisbon, the Batalha Cathedral and Monastery is a UNESCO Heritage Site. It is a symbol of Portuguese independence against Castile, Spain. After the defeat of the Castilian army, King Juan I ordered the monastery built. It was a monumental undertaking in 1386 by master stone carvers and stonemasons. The unfinished chapels, with its 8-sided roundabout with 7 chapels, unfinished due to the death of King Duarte and soon after by the architect Huguet. We drove through the village of Fontes in central Portugal. Driving through villages and hamlets can be a harrowing experience because of the narrow streets or lanes. They're also more likely to be winding than straight. Generations ago, these streets were used more for people and animal transport than motorized vehicles. Nazaré, a popular seaside town on the Atlantic coast of Portugal, now also known as the site of big waves during the winter months, and a long sandy beach to enjoy during the hot summer months. After lunch at Nazaré, we drove south towards São Martinho de Porto along the scenic coastal road. From outside the city, up on a hill, there was a lookout point that provided a scenic view of the scallop-shaped harbor. On the road to the village of Reguengo de Fetal, there stands a Paman billboard on the side of the mountain. This Paman billboard is a rare instance of the era when Paman ruled air travel. It has been here in Serra de Aire since the 1960s. It has withstood the elements because the billboard used Portuguese azulejo tiles, hand-painted glazed ceramic tiles. The words roughly translate to "Panam makes your travel comfortable." That's all for now. We hope you enjoyed this highlight video. Please tap on the like button and subscribe to see more.